My cigar, I got my beer, I got my Super VHS camera. So yeah, Super VHS, how awesome is this? I mean, everybody has always wanted to see a live stream with a VHS camcorder. I mean, doesn't it look great? Look at the colors. There's well over 4 stops of dynamic range coming out of that bad boy right there. Yeah, you know what? This is probably the first time a red camera has ever been on VHS. I have no idea why I thought this would be a good idea, but you know what? I like to live on the edge of 1988 because that's how I roll. Now, technically, this camcorder is like old or the newest generation of like VHS because it's like 1988 Super VHS. It's like 400 lines of resolution. Woo! Yeah, 0.6K right there. Man, you know what? Let's just switch back over. There we go. Oh my God, does that look better or what? Or what? No, honestly, or does it look better or what? I don't know. I can't tell. How is everyone doing today? It is Friday. I've missed what now? 2 Fridays? Gonna have to move these Fridays to like Thursdays. I think because I will be out of pocket every weekend for the next 8 weekends. So it's yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, I could live stream from my van, but I like this. I like this quality, not this quality, but this quality. I like that ability. I keep looking at that camera now. Let me just, yeah, now I'm looking at that one and camera B. There we go. Yeah, I keep, I want this look. I like this feel. Wow, it looks so good compared to VHS. Go back. All right, there we go. I mean, look at this bloom. Check out this. Almost anamorphic flares, but reverse. Look at that. Whoa. Oh, there's some scratches on the sensor right there. Look at that. You can see that. Man. Woo. That would look so dope turned sideways. We got this kind of wide, well, it's 4:3 format, so it's not really widescreen. I think it looks amazing. Hello, Kerwin. How are you, buddy? Are you in Texas yet? Are you still all the way up there in, well, East Coast? Okay, the empty room was first. Well, that's not true because the moment it's Schrodinger's live stream. You don't know there's a live stream until you check to see if there's a live stream. Dope. LOL. Oh, it should be good. Hopefully we're not dropping too many frames. It's Friday, so you never know. Knock on wood, looks good so far. What do you guys think? Should I live stream on Fridays knowing that it streams to Thursdays for the next 8 weeks? I'm debated on it. I mean, I could bring my camera and technically do it, but I just believe where I'm going to be. I don't think there's going to be enough cell phone bandwidth to do anything like 4K or any of the quality that I'm here. But it would force me to, well, I keep looking at that camera. I got to stop that. It would force me to light my environment better. That'd be interesting. Oh, yeah. Good times. Good times. So did y'all miss me? Via the red. I'm not live streaming from the van via the red. It would look great. You know, one day I'll just hook up the red to live stream from that and see what it looks like. I mean, it's probably going to look very similar to this because I have this lighting controlled for the dynamic range of the GH5. So it's not like this is going to find any more dynamic range. Although technically, bing, oh, it's so hot. Oh, no, that bulb right there is technically blowing out the GH5. And so is that one over. Oh, that's hot too. Yeah, that one too. I don't know. We should hang out in Cali. When are you going to be in Cali? I'm going to be in Cali. The next time I'll be in Cali, well, the next time that I know that I'll be in Cali will be in April. And it will be the second weekend of April. I'll be in LA area and then going up the coast and then Yosemite and then back again. So yeah, always like my California trips. Going road tripping this time with some friends. It'll be nice. Y'all have your cigars? This is Scott's live stream. Gotta have your cigars, right? If you're of age. If you're not of age, no cigars. We do not promote underage smoking. We don't promote smoking, we promote cigars because cigars is not smoking. Really glad I stopped catching flack for these cigars. I used to catch flack all the time. People would see a cigar and go, "Oh my God, he's smoking." First week of April. No, Simon. Yeah, you'll be there first week of April because you need to adjust your road trip, dude. That's what you should do. Talk to Brian. Have him flip it. Fly to Austin. Road trip with Gemini, to NAB, and then you can continue on with me over to LA and then up the coast. Ah, Bill, hello. You know what? And Bill knows this. I'm smoking a Nat Sherman Timeless. Not exactly my favorite cigar, but I'm giving it a shot. I've been... damn it. There it is. I've been really pushing on things that I am doing. This is the Nat Sherman right here. Oh, you know what? We can just do this. And it's the Nat Sherman right there. So that's the one I'm smoking. It's an interesting cigar because certain smokes and ashes and aromas will give me a headache over time. This has been one of them. Is it live or production? This is production. I knew you were going to ask that, and I pre-recorded this. Hello, Tyler. Is it Carmody? Hello, Carmody. How are you? Welcome, everyone. It's Friday. Everyone always enjoys Friday. Wow, I'm going to get that overhead shot. Look at that. The smoke coming straight up to the... It's a little bright. Oh, look at that. That's looking nice right there. Wow. No, Rex, you deal with the cigars. I think this is the problem. I think he doesn't like smoking. He's one of those. Where is the old red? It no longer lives here. Sadly, it is with other people. Got to be back in New York by the 11th. Well, yeah, it works out, dude. You can do that. Oh, the 11th. Oh, yeah. Well, Simon, change your New York thing. Richard, May 26th. Almost 20. Fine. I hope you're fine. I am well. I am well. I am always well. Tyler, check this out. Oh, yeah. Super VHS, baby. That's... I wanted to see if I could. I wanted to see if I could live stream via... Well, it's VHS because I don't have the Super VHS cable. So I wanted to see if I could live stream via VHS. It looks great, doesn't it? Tyler, I know you'd appreciate it. Next, I'm going to try to figure out how to fly that on a Movi and then mount it on the car. I think it'll be cool. So, what is everybody up to? I have just come back from a long road trip over to LA to pick up my new Red, which I'm very, very happy. I'm gonna touch it, and we have an agreement that the camera allows me to touch it like this. But yeah, it's I'm working on a little micro documentary on the camera quest. It'll come out at some point. I didn't get a whole lot of B-roll on my trip. So, but there's a story behind this Red that I can share part of it, and part of it I can't, and I don't want to share any of it until it's time. Yeah, Bill, VHS. That's how Scott rolls these days. He likes to push the limits of resolution. That is 0.6K resolution right there. And it's 4:3 format, so what we could do, I have an anamorphic adapter over there. We could really pull that puppy down, squash it, and yeah, we could get some sweet, sweet anamorphic. It's already got the flares. Check out the anamorphic flares on this bad boy. Woo, it's just, they're vertical. I mean, that won't be a problem, right? Everybody loves vertical flares. But the squeeze on it, oh, it'll look sweet. In fact, I probably will do that. It has a, yeah, what is that, like, it's like about a 62 millimeter filter on there. I would almost do this live, except that I know where my adapter is and it's upstairs. Anybody got any projects you're shooting on? Tyler, what are you up to? What are you shooting? Richard, what are you shooting? You've been doing a lot of photography lately. You have entered the world of Canon, whereby others are exiting the world of Canon. Canon just introduced their new mirrorless, the RIP, which I really don't know why they labeled that. I mean, the very first time I saw that headline for RP, I said, just put an I in front of it because I'm sure it's no good. I don't know what they were thinking on that one. I'm being a bit of a tease. I'm sorry, Richard. It's a story, and there is backstory to it. And if you pay attention to the videos, the live streams, there's an absence of something in there for a period of time. All the pieces of the story are there, minus some details. They're all there. So, yeah, maybe you can figure it out. It's a story as old as time. Anytime you want to reminisce about something in the past, you should switch to that. I have a pair of 80s glasses that I bought as a prop. I almost got those and got an old computer keyboard and set it here, and I was going to talk hello and welcome to the supertech.com Chronicles, where we will dive into all of your amazing technology. I thought that would have been funny, but it was, didn't Peter McKinnon get a red? Yeah, Peter McKinnon bought a Monstro. He went in brute force, which is cool. I mean, Peter's a talented guy, and how do I say this? I honestly feel like his Canon was limiting him. He's still a big Canon friend, so he's not going to abandon them, but the doors are going to be open big time with that Monstro. I mean, 17 plus stops the dynamic range, 8K, full frame, VistaVision. Woo! Waiting to hear back for a few jobs. Nothing this week, unfortunately. Yeah, Tyler, I understand that. I, too, am waiting back for a few callbacks. I did have a call today, which sounds promising. and it's with someone that I know, and they know me, and it could be a long and beautiful friendship together. Kamadi, I found your channel when I researched about camcorders, etc. So camcorders, what I would say, and I don't shoot with camcorders anymore. Well, I guess that technically is camcorders. The Canons, I don't know. The real problem with the camcorders, like you say, you like the Blackmagic colors. You're not going to get the dynamic range out of a camcorder that you would even from a Blackmagic. But you're right, Blackmagic, Red, GH5, even all of those have, there's a workflow involved that is tough. And like film or news crews and such, run and gun, what they want is what it's going to look like in camera is what they're going to use it as. They don't want to color correct anything. I think I'd probably still look. I have to see if they make them anymore. The Canon, what are they? XH. Let me look. Let me just look up for you. We're live. You got time. I got time. I want to help. It's my thing. It's Friday. I got cigars. Ooh, maybe I can get another super chat this week. That'd be cool. Come on, open up, open up. There we go. Pro video. I'm just going to B&H photos. Once I get to see the options, I'll be able to rattle off what I know people are using. Tyler, you might have some input on that. You shaved, they gave you a camera. No, they did not give me a camera. I did shave. Let's see, JVC. Yeah, the Canon. Quit. I know the Canons look good out. Just, you can set it up so that it looks good as your finished format recording. There's a XA15. That one would be good. There's well, what's the there's a I don't think they make the Panasonic anymore, do they? The Panasonic one, where is it? These are sorted by right bestsellers. If Panasonic makes one, you really okay. Let me just say it this way. You need to list off the feature sets that you need for a camcorder in the order of what is most important and what not. And if you hit me up later or if you have them now, just let me know and I'll get you an answer from what I know of them and what I know other people use. It's okay. Robert, hello, Robert. Did I just log in enough to hear about Fran? Yes, this is Fran right here. You can see, look at the beautiful image quality. Look at the beautiful flaring. Look at that. That is Fran. Fran looks wonderful. Now that's VHS. Let's see here. I'm doing a jiu-jitsu comp in the old high school gym. Nice. Oh, Tyler, you do? Man, I knew there was a reason I never mouthed off to you, Tyler. I guess that's why. You kicked me in the gut. I've been looking at some Sony ones for the side. Oh, yeah. The Sony ones are interesting. I just wonder what they are going to look like, say, in like a month and a half. I have a feeling that NAB is going to have a few camcorder type announcements. Panasonic and JVC are the models I tend to see out there the most in the multimedia journalist world. Yeah, it's true. The Panasonic one, it's not the one that I would get from Panasonic is that red one. What is that? The DVX 200 or something like that. That one seems like it's like a GH5 and a camcorder. I don't know. The other thing, Carmani, is I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Is a GH5 or anything like that out of the question? I mean, I want you to realize this look right here is in camera. I'm not doing any color correction live. I don't know if this looks good to you, but I mean, I've worked to get the image on that GH5 by adjusting colors and saturation and such to get this look for this studio. I've lit it that way too. So, I mean, you can get some really nice looks on some very affordable and smaller cameras. FS7, FS5, and A7 series with a few camcorders were done. Gee, Simon, you seem to be very Sony-centric. Is there a story you wish to tell? DVX200, right. Do they even make that anymore? I kind of wonder. It was announced like over a year ago. I never really see that much. Okay, Karmati says, autofocus, zoom, and one unit without lens light. I found Panasonic Z150 or Panasonic UX or some Sony products. Do you have a budget? Let's throw that number. Give me a number out there that you're looking at. Because, I mean, you could do all of that with a detachable lens. It just depends on your budget. I mean, because like I can tell you, the standard for cable television is an FS7 or an FS7 Mark II. I know Tyler does a lot of that with the FS7 as well. Quoted your tweet, doing parts of it using it. Yeah, I mean, I like, but I know the workflow well. Yeah, the thing that, this is where Simon is going to like leave the chat. The thing I don't like about Sony is the Sony look. And Sony very much has a look. I mean, all cameras do. I just don't like the Sony video look. Now, it works great for cable. They love it because it has the Sony look. Tyler, you might disagree as well. I mean, because it definitely pays bills. I don't like the S-Log2, S-Log3 curves. It just, yeah. Yeah, Tyler, it's like the number one choice for independent production companies, right? I mean, I like everything on Home and Garden or HGTV, DIY Net, all the Discovery channels. They're all using like the FS7s now, as I understand it. 2,000 to 3,000 budget. FS5 Mark I, that's got a removable lens. I mean, Kamani, I know someone that's about to sell their FS5. Honestly, it is getting a little dated in its look. You tend to have to use an external recorder to get the most out of that camera. It's a great camera. It is basically a baby F7. Discovery Channel use, yeah. C300s, yeah, C300s still look beautiful. However, do you need 4K? You didn't say. Autofocus, I mean, the best autofocus on the market is Canon. If it has dual pixel autofocus, it's going to be the snappiest. That being said, are you moving around so much that you need it to focus so fast? Or can you ride that focus and get it where you need it? Redhead. There's, I mean, I shot back in my day, back before all of this, I shot on the HVX 100, HVX 200, the Panasonic HVX 200. I shot on the Canon XHA1, which was a mini DV or HDV camcorder. I mean, the colors they really pop on the Canons. They're very kind of saturated. They look good. Canon always has a great skin look. If you're talking to humans, Canon's going to look good on that. Excuse me. Get the hiccups. Sony, you can really push to saturation for the blues. The skin on Sony, it looks very video, but I mean, if you're video, you're video. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, right, Bill. That's right. I don't really have. Well, back when I was young, I used to shoot on the Canon XL1, if I recall. It used the tapes where the HVX 200 used P2 cards. But you know, I don't know. That's really hard to tell a story that way. Come on, I would really ask, what is it about the attached lens that has it for you? Is it that you just don't want to deal with anything? I mean, it's an answer. It's no reason. I mean, hey, Robert, I know BH prices, but I live in Istanbul. Interesting. And there is more taxes in here. You know, DV is about 56. Wow. Well, Robert, I'm sorry, not Robert. Kamadi, well, it's cool. I got a viewer from Istanbul. Welcome. International again. I love it. Because I know that like some countries, there are some brands that are cheaper, that you can get in cheaper, that you don't have to pay the taxes, and others not. Is there a brand in Istanbul that is easier for you? I feel like, wow, I feel like a lot of Panasonic gets used out there. Is Panasonic available? I definitely have seen a lot of people using Panasonics over there. Let me just see here. Just live streaming. Just live. How's my? Wow. Okay, I'm not gonna say a word about the quality of the stream. Seems to be holding up well. XA11. Let's see here. Nope. It's not easier to live. Do you need 4K or 2K? I honestly would hope you're looking at 4K, because 2K today would just be kind of silly. Let's see. We'll look here. We don't want. Wow. They still do micro P2s? Weird. That's really weird. Sony HXR NX100. No. Wow. Why would... No, it needs to be 4K. That's just silly. Camcorders, let's go in there. Oh, what format are you in, actually? Are you in... are y'all PAL out there in Turkey? Or is it in TSA? You're probably PAL, aren't you? I assume... Let's see what we get here. Yeah, 4K, good. Yep. Because that may be a determining factor. And how small are you looking? Wow, they still sell P2 cams. That is so wild. Not what I was expecting. Professional camcorders. There we go, 4K. And then feature set. What frame rates? Are you interested in just shooting at 30 or 25 or 24, or do you want slow motion? You're doing YouTube. Gotcha. Do you want to do any slow motion at all? And if you're going 4K, do you want 4K slow motion, or can you do slow motion in 2K? And I mean that is something that a lot of people do. Like when I'm shooting like vlogs and just kind of fun stuff with the GH5, I shoot everything in 4K unless it is something that I really want to slow it down. Then I'll just shoot in 2K slow mo and just intercut it. Most people don't recognize it. It's cool. Local news won't get rid of P2. Wow. I mean, I haven't held a P2 card since probably 2008. I think that's the last time I held it. Those were like 8 gig cards. I'm getting another beer. I should have switched to the VHS when I was talking about 2008. But the beauty is I can just keep talking while I go back here. So what kind of YouTube content are you wanting to do, Carmody, if you don't mind me asking? I mean, we don't keep secrets here. We're all friends on this channel. And if you're doing, well, I mean, can you give me an example of the type of shooting that you want to do? What is it you're primarily going to be doing? Is it literally news or man on the street interview kind of thing, or what? Richard, you have slow-mo. Oh, you mean on your Canon? Yeah. I get that. Let's see. Palace. Yeah, I would, I mean, my whole thing, Kermati, is I'm not going to choose the camera for you. I'm going to try to sway you towards a direction and let you make up your decision. I'm really big on that because I don't want to make a decision for you because I only know what we've chatted about here, but I can give you the details and help you make a better decision. And of course, everyone else on here, we're all friends. So, I mean, we can all guide you in the right direction to help you make a better decision for yourself. But we don't want to choose it for you, but we'll definitely give you some ideas here. Oh, man. Hello, Tobin. Doesn't the cigar look great on VHS? I think it looks jamming, man. Look at that. That is superb. Awesome. Hey, Tobin, how's Colorado? I may try to swing by there in April. I'm gonna be going through back to California and then back through Colorado, and I may try to swing by and say hello. Everything is cropped. I can do well, dude. That's Canon. Wow. Okay. Got a drinking problem apparently. Look at that. Oh, yeah, made a mess. Swing by New York. I'm going to do that this fall. The leafing. Rex, forget it, dog. No, you can lay down. You're a big boy. Be a big boy. I can do like 110 at 720. Ugh, 720, that's a lot. Snowed 20 inches so far since Wednesday night. Lots of snow's good for business. Snow's good for fun. Oh, that's right, Richard. Yeah, you're on Mysterium. I was wearing my Mysterium shirt yesterday. You can do 60, can't you? You can do, is it 2K60? Also, hello, Curtis. Robert says, next time you're in California, let me know. I'll meet you at the coast and buy you a steak at my favorite steakhouse. Okay. You had me at steak. Hold on. Let me let my dog out. Turkey. He's going to be begging to come back in 10 minutes. I'm going to blow smoke in your face, dog. Here. Go. Enjoy. Enjoy the rain. Hope it's good. Hope it's everything you wanted. Yes. Okay. So, yeah, California. I'll be in California just after NAB. Kamadi, I have a tech company in here. We want to set up a new department. We think to buy a minimum 3 camcorder. Now we have a Canon 7070, but as a DSLR, we want to make documentaries like Vice Media style. Interesting. Huh. Where, what kind of lighting conditions are you going to be in? That's my next question. Are you going to be in dark, or are you going to be in daytime? What's it going to be? Curtis used to shoot Super VHS when he shot sharks in the Bahamas back in 1998. Man, what kind of a rig was that? I mean, that is a huge camera right there. But doesn't it look so good? Ah, I do. Look at the colors. 4 stops of dynamic range. You got all the oranges and all the black, some yellow. That's like all the oranges. It's yeah. I mean that's awesome. White gold. Yep. Tyler uploaded a new video, Scott, right on my timeline of one every 6 months. That's true. That is true. You used to do it so much more frequent. I don't know what changed. Is it, do you just don't like doing it? Or maybe you were just traveling more? The only snow I see is in little bags. Those are called snow cones, Richard. Went to Morton's and had a $78 dry-aged bone-in New York strip. Mine is better. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the New York strip myself. I think it's a very tough piece of meat for being a prime steak. It is, I'd rather have the filet side. There is only 12 person on channel, but group is very good. Thank you all. Mostly daytime. Looks old school. Yeah, daytime. Okay, so I'm looking here. What do we got here? I'm actually leaning towards Sony. The reason I'm leaning towards that is because I know that is what, I mean, the cable world lives by it. And if it's good enough for them, it probably is matching exactly your style or need. Simon, which were the camcorders you were looking at for your other company? Let's see here. None of these are ringing a. Oh, that one rings a bell, but that one's old. I don't think you want that one. When are you looking to buy? Because honestly, if you can wait 2 months, there's going to be a whole slew of new camcorders available with NAB coming out in April. I mean, you probably would be able to buy more bang for your buck in April than today. Vice shoots Sony, right? So there you go. And Tyler knows. Tyler does a lot of stuff for television. Simon, I had to wake Simon up. What about the Blackmagic Ursa 4K EF mount? It's a good camera. You are going to have to work with that footage in post. The other thing to think about with the Blackmagic is it is a data hog. I owned an Ursa Mini 4.6 for about a year. It just uses so much because it uses ProRes, and ProRes is a beautiful codec for compression. Well, a beautiful codec with little compression. And that's where your problem comes in, because even shooting in just 422, it is using so much data, and you're going to end up storing a ton of data. Whereas if you could get something with like an H.264 codec or anything with a more compressed codec, you'd be a lot better off. Also, keep in mind, there is no autofocus on Blackmagic. What autofocus is you press the screen where you want it to focus, and it will focus to that point and stay. It doesn't shift. It doesn't change. So if you move, it's going to get out of focus. I mean, if you are considering if you're considering the Blackmagic, I would probably consider the FS5 over the Blackmagic, honestly. If you could find a used, can't talk about that. If the price, I don't think, FS7s are probably going to be too pricey, even used ones. Let's see here. Frozen meat place by me, and they have some discounts. We used to have a great butcher down the way, a barbecue place that also had a butcher. They just kind of stopped doing it because most of their sales were barbecue, of course, and we've had some of the best cuts of meat from there, but not anymore. We don't have a butcher anywhere close. Fake Wagyu look better than prime. But waiting until NAB. Hello, Bertram. I thought I just said that, didn't I? Maybe not. BMD is also working on a combo set with broadcasted E&G lenses, a bundle. Interesting. I'll be interested to see what Blackmagic is working on, because they're going to introduce a new camera here at NAB, because Blackmagic they don't do NAB unless they can put their posters all the way up everywhere with the new camera. Let's see, making plans for a hockey game tonight. I hope I'll be there in April. Great. Well, I'll be there, Kermani. Stop and say hello. It's hard to miss me. I'm a giant 6'5" giant walking around. So, I mean, stop and say hello. Just say Kermani from Istanbul. I know exactly who you are. Today is National Margarita Day. I know this, Tobin. My famous margaritas are on hiatus at the moment because I'm sadly out of tequila. The wife is bringing some home, and I will be enjoying margaritas all weekend because this is a holiday we should celebrate day after day. Waiting for an AB is a good idea. Yeah, I mean, anything, if you're going to be there in April, pick up every camcorder. Talk to them about it. Tell them your usage. And see what they have that's new. Plus, anything that is yesterday is going to be on sale. So you'll be able to get some pretty good deals like right after NAB. Bill, are you celebrating Margarita Day? Tobin, are you celebrating Margarita Day? Yeah. Well, I mean, he's using it for YouTube, so he doesn't need 10-bit color, Tyler. And you can do 10-bit color with the FS5. You just have to go to an external recorder. Absolutely, Kermati. Always a pleasure. Love being international. Love having new people on the channel. Welcome. And, anytime. It's always, I want to do this more. Yeah. I'm not that tall. Simon, I'm taller than you, aren't I? I can't remember. I think you are taller than me, aren't you, by 1 inch? How tall are you, Simon? I'm bigger than you. I know that. I feel, why do I not, you know why? I never remember the answer because it's something that I've never had to remember in my entire life because the answer is, yeah, I'm taller than you. But I think you are, how tall are you? Tequila, limes, yes. Are you going to do the Cointreau? No triple sec. No, do Cointreau. Oh, triple sec ruins the margaritas. You got to do Cointreau for that deliciousness. That's Scott's patented margarita that I believe I got from you, Bill. I thought it was yesterday, so I celebrated on the wrong day. I'm going to do it all over again. Yeah, you know what, Tobin? Practice makes perfect. That's how you do it. No, you're not. You're 6'6". Okay, I'm 6'5". You're 6'6". Got it. But you were wearing high heels. You're just tall and slanky like I used to be in high school. Key to the beef steak. Ribeye 2-inch thick. Yeah, okay. Sous vide for 2 hours. Then cross hatch marked. Seared them both. Finished garlic parmesan and lemon herb butter and flake sea salt. You know, I saw a recipe yesterday that just totally had me. You use sirloin and you cut it up into like little bites. Get your pan like smoke hot where it's about to smoke. Throw your steaks in there. 2 minutes per side maximum. Then pour butter, garlic, salt and pepper on it and mix it all up and then eat. That looked amazing, and I know the flavor is going to be there. Robert, 5'8". Yeah, well, I'm also really wide too, so I kind of block the sun. Oh yeah, that's the one thing I don't like about Sony. Don't charge me. Create the camera with all the features built in. Don't charge me more for software. Oh, it gets so irritating. Sony, why must you do that? Oh man, I want my margarita now. Now I want steak. I'm going to jump on the sous vide market here, or the bandwagon soon, Richard. Budget's really tight right now. Planning for NAB, all kinds of other things. So I have to work into it. It's about like a $200 investment, I think, for the little device. I have a vacuum sealer. I even have the heat sealer too. Minced garlic or olive oil. Ooh, olive oil is good. I do like olive oil seared steaks. I'll tell you, man, they at our local grocery store, they sell a jar of minced garlic in, I don't know, oil. But it's just piled up with tiny little pieces of garlic. It is so easy and good to throw garlic in everything. I'll put it on my cereal in the morning. I mean, it's great for a quick pick-me-up. I don't do cayenne on my steaks. I am pretty much... the one on Amazon that's $134, that's the one... I think it's Anova? I think that's the one. It's got the digital, it's got Bluetooth, so it'll let you know on your phone when it's ready to go. Yeah, I don't know. I just got to get the clear tub and put it in a cooler or something. Live iTunes U. Have a big jar of it. What is Live iTunes U? What is that? I feel like I'm missing out now. I am doing my usual beer today. This is the Shiner Wicked Juicy IPA. I don't know what it is about this beer. It's IPA, which I love, and it's fruity, which I love. So it's like a perfect win-win when you can't have a margarita. By the way, I worked for radio stations in here for 20 years as a broadcast manager and on-air personality. Nice. I wanted to be so badly in the radio business. Bill, who's on here, he and I, we go way. Oh wait, let's tell stories. Yeah, there we go. So, so Bill on the chat and I went to high school together, and he and I used to DJ in high school for all the dances, and the radio station guys were there for another reason or whatever, and I just started talking to them because I really just wanted to be a DJ, and the guy's like, "You won't make $1. It's so underpaid. It's just horrible. Unless you're like the perfect person, you're just not going to make any money." It crushed my dreams, and so I pursued my film career. There we go. Back to today's tech. Oops, I'm 47 now. Hey, I'm 48. It's easy to age. Yeah, I understand. Mostly they were CHR and rock stations. I have a great radio. You know, I didn't have this voice. The voice that I had was a little higher pitched when I first got, well, through high school and everything. And then everybody said my voice was really muddy, that I didn't have a great voice for a lot of things. But honestly, ever since smoking cigars, it's horrible to say, my voice has gotten like really, really nice and throaty and deep and, hey, welcome up. Welcome up? That's not a word, but, you know, Z104. I can do that. When I have a cold, oh man, I have the best voice ever. I made money on 90s. Radio's dead. Ah, yeah, radio is dead. Everything is dead. Honestly, everything from our era is dead. Mostly because the choice was never there. And what happened with the internet is people started gaining choice, not just YouTube, but like Napster with music and all this. So they started getting rid of other people making decisions for them. And you know, since you were in the radio, you had to play what they said to play. You had to push the new album. Even when everybody calls in for Like It or Spike It, they go, Spike It. Now, because it is so picky and choosy, I mean, I won't gain near the following that I would if I was forced on someone on some television show or something like that. But people that truly want to be involved in this type of community, talking about cameras and such and filmmaking and cinematography, they want to be here. And so I get this great group of people who just want to talk film, just want to talk stuff, camera, gear, filmmaking, situations. You never know. Yeah, you know what, Robert? That is a great idea. Um, Anytime I get a cold, I'll have a 48-hour window to do voiceovers. I still have a whole bunch of promo stuff that I shot for myself when I had it. And I know Richard, I never got you the coffee voiceover, did I, Richard? I think I recorded it on my phone because I was somewhere else, and then my cold went away. Wait a minute, I could do some now. Give me something to say now that you want me to say, and tell me the voice you want me to say it, and I'll see what I can do here. Let's see. Minced garlic, and minced is spoon oil. Yes, exactly. No, Richard, that is exactly what I'm talking about. That giant jar of minced garlic. That is so easy to throw garlic in it. And now lately, I'm more the chef in the house. My wife, she does the cooking really. I do the creating, and so I have been on this Italian kick for the last, I'd say, 3 weeks now. Now my wife is loving the Italian food because A, she can make a giant batch of it, and it keeps in the fridge for a week. So we all have plenty of leftovers, and it's so good reheated. Oh, so much stuff, and I can't wait to get my kitchen set going. Oh, man. Richard, I don't know what you're typing. Your typing is horrible. Yep, the new generation wants to create its own public. Yeah, you're right. It is. It's an odd world we live in today. However, there's more options and choice for the world than there ever has been, and it's hard to say that that is bad. I think it's bad in a way that no, it's not bad. It's good. I'm fine with it because I don't like forced decisions on me. I mean, I have cable, but I rarely watch it. It's just bad. I need to simmer down? Why? Well, let me, what's a good story I could tell? I could switch over to VHS and tell a story. I could tell the story of the first time I ever had a cigar. There we go. So, the first time I ever had a cigar. Bill on the chat there, our buddy, but it was his buddy first, and now it's our buddy, Casey, who you may have seen in some of my short films. He came down and was a party guy, and he's like, let's play poker and let's smoke cigars. I'm like, I don't know if I want to smoke cigars. And he explained you don't inhale, which was my big objection. And so I smoked a cigar, and I was like, that wasn't bad. And what I like most about cigars is, like Simon just said, I need to simmer down. I get all excited and worked up, but I have this cigar, which means I can't go anywhere. For an hour and a half, I'm sitting here. For an hour and a half, I got to nurse the cigar, which is great. I love that. Back to today. My mom made hockey pucks when I was a kid. I make hamburgers, and I flip the patty, spatula dripping with juice. Oh, okay. All right. Carmody, do you eat beef? I don't know. I don't know turkey's beef stance, but one thing that really, really irritates me when someone makes a hamburger is when they take the spatula and they smash the burger and get the grease all out, which is fat. Fat is good. You need fat. Your body you will die if you don't get 20% fat intake. So when you buy an 80-20 hamburger, leave it in there. It's so good. I missed the pun because sauce simmers. I missed the pun. You're right. I did. Rich, ATV mower. Why are you going back on my YouTube channel? That's like that one and the Mud Light are the only two videos I left on there from yesteryear. Forced relaxation. Yes. Cigars are forced relaxation, and vlogs. This is what people who don't vlog don't realize. But if everyone will vlog, what you'll find out is a vlog is a produced memory. And I promise you, if you'll just vlog for yourself, just do it where you're narrating, you're talking about stuff, you're walking around doing it. Watch that video 2 years from now. You'll be like, this is great. This is better than any vacation video I've ever shot. Genevieve, how are you? Let's see here. I switched the cam. I wait. Hey, folks, we're on the moon right now. Is it late here in South Africa? Wow. And I often miss your live stream. Pleased to catch your live vid. Man, I am happy that you are here because you have been a great contributor in every way to the SB50 Cinematography Challenge. And those who don't know the SB50 Cinematography Challenge, it's a Facebook group. Anybody can join, where we're throwing out challenges for cinematography to help people young and old, new and experienced, with challenges for cinematography to just kind of help them build up their skill set. So if you see those on my channel periodically, they're not my normal video, and I also don't produce them quite the same way that I do my other videos. I also only upload them in 1080, just because I want them to feel different. Because somebody asked me the other day, they're like, "Oh, your video was a little off." I'm like, "What video?" They're like, "The SB50 one." I was like, "Oh, no. Those are for the challenge, folks." So join, go out to Facebook, find the SB50 Cinematography Challenge group, join it, and each week we have a challenge. And you go out there, you shoot the challenge, upload it, converse amongst everyone else, and share. And then we talk about the different things, and we're kind of gathering it and making it more and more complex as we go through the year. And we're hoping this, it brings a sense of community, and everyone just kind of learns from everybody else. But Genevieve has been doing a great job out there. She cheats. She cheats a lot. But she does a good job. Bud Light is classic. Okay. Leave them nice and fluffy. I know that's exactly, Richard. Steak, I press for hash marks. Well, you shouldn't need to. With a steak, it's all about the temperature. And I tell you, Richard, I looked yesterday at Big Green Eggs. I really did. I want like the Mini Max, I think. I just feel like I feel like it might be a good worthwhile. But when I grill, I have an old grill that's like now 15 years old, but it has burners on the bottom and it has the infrared rotisserie on the top. So I crank them all up. I get that thing, the temperature gauge slams over to the right and just turns smoky. Can't even see it. I put the steaks on there and it's like 4 minutes per side max. And they get the grill marks. It's about 800 degrees in there. It's wonderful. And Bill, like we love watching our own vlogs because we missed or forget so much over time. It's true. The vlogs are a produced memory. In Istanbul, it's 1:58 Saturday. Wow, how's Saturday going? Is it all cool? I hope it's great. I love Saturdays. We're still on Friday here. I do 600 to 700. Well, that's pretty good. Love having all the videos from the past few years to go back and watch. Wish I had more time to make more. Yeah, Tyler, I get it. I mean, like your stuff, the stuff that you were producing made me go out there and produce better quality stuff. Each time I do it, I was like, oh man, I wish I was on their vacation. And it's not, I mean, I wish I was at that vacation, but it's just how great it looks because you make it look like it actually was. Because when you're there, wherever you are, it looks like that. But if you just like hold a camera and just kind of, do things, it's tough. And I'll tell you though, the one thing I missed, because my girls are grown up now, and we videoed a lot of stuff over the years, but I rarely got reaction videos from them. So just videos of them enjoying where we were. And I wish I'd have caught that. If I had, I would have some much better videos. So if you have young kids, Genevieve, I know you do, record their reactions to things and not just the things, because those are the ones you're going to want. I say that every time. What do I say every time? I forget what I say every time. I've heard the small one has no space for ash, so make sure you don't get that one. That's the Mini Max is small, I think. It's the small one, it's shorter. Oh, beef fat. Interesting. I've not seen that one. I don't know. Big Green Egg is a very expensive endeavor for me, and I'm not. I only buy expensive things every once in a while, and because I do, I can't afford to buy the other things. But my big grill is actually it's giving away. We've had some very, very fun fires with it, but fortunately, we all know how to put out a fire. We've replaced the burners like 3 times, and the company that makes it, Blue Ember, is who makes it. They don't make it anymore at all. And if you notice on all, that good. If you notice on all grills now, on the back, when you close the grill, there's a large opening on the back. It's because they were allowing the heat to get so hot inside that it was starting the fires and people didn't know what to do, so they just run away and it lights their whole house on fire. Open the lid and put it out. Turn off the gas. That's what you do. It's designed for fire. It's not going to set your house on fire unless you walk away. So mine doesn't have that rear opening like that. So I can get that puppy really hot. I love it. See, I'm not an over flipper. I only flip one time, Richard. Only one time. I've heard about the searing on one side, then flipping it over. But honestly, I've had great luck just doing the X amount of time per side, and then that's it. Look at the Kong grill. They did very, very good. Scott, currently, which camera are you enjoying most for filming and why? You say I cheat every time. Well, you do cheat. That's what it is. Yeah, you cheat like crazy. I tell her, just do one simple task, and she throws in an extra one just to make it look cooler. And it does look cooler, but you're not supposed to do that yet. Soon. We're throwing in extra stuff now. Which camera do I enjoy most for filming and why? That's a tough question because, I mean, the camera that I enjoy filming on most is this camera right here, the Red. Uh, Mostly because I can take it out and it has so much dynamic range that if I'm in a forest and the sun's peeking through and there's a dark shadowy area by a tree, I can get both of them in this camera. Other cameras, you needed to kind of decide which way you want to slew your dynamic range. Like the GH5. I love the GH5 for its portability. It is such a great camera. It's very small. It shoots beautiful. This is GH5 right here. It shoots beautiful stuff. It does slow motion nicely. It has 10-bit color. It has so much inside the camera. But it only has 13 stops of dynamic range. And I say only because, I mean, most cameras really only have 10. Like the G7 up here, which is this guy, looking at my beautiful ashes here, but this is only 10 stops of dynamic range. This has 13 stops of dynamic range. This has 16 and a half stops of dynamic range, probably closer to 16, but there are times. But each stop of dynamic range is a little more detail in the clouds you can pull out, or a little more detail in the shadows that you can pull out. So, I mean, I really do love shooting with the Red every time I can, but this is no small camera. This thing weighs, as configured right here, 14 pounds, I'm guessing, as is. But, I mean, I have it rigged the way that I shoot it almost all the time, minus a handle. I'm waiting for that one. I'm getting that from Cinesauce. I mean, I just love what I can get with this Red. But I carry that GH5 more than I carry the Red because that fits in a tiny little backpack and it has great audio. I mean, all this audio comes from through the GH5. It's great. So that's what I enjoy shooting with. But honestly, I mean, if I'm not carrying that around, I have the phone and I will shoot video on this. Funny, I rarely go back and look at the videos until later. I'm like, oh, I forgot to put that in the vlog. I had that. Robert, see you, buddy. Genevieve, which camera are you shooting on? I don't remember. I know you have a Ronin S, but which camera was it? I forget. And I'm going to have to start apologizing because I usually have a fantastic memory, but now that I'm meeting so many people, I'm remembering the names and the circumstance, but I'm not remembering all the tech stuff, so I apologize for that. Komodo Joe is good too. I'll do that if I sous vide first. Have you, Richard? I think we talked about this. The sous vide everything guy on YouTube, his method is wild. Where he sous vides it and then then he gets the blowtorch out. And that's where he gets his caramelized crust on the outside. That is wild, but I really want to try that. Oh, I'm just going down the list in order. So yeah, sous vide everything. I like that. I like how he constantly refers to everybody's name like 74 times. Hey, you like that, buddy? You like that, buddy? You like that, buddy? What can you get with a blue? Oh, I don't know. I hear they make cameras. I don't know. Ooh, the Red. Holy moly. Is that the hottie and a beast? But for the price tag. Yeah, I'm looking at the Panasonic or Sony. I will try not to cheat, but try. So, yeah, Genevieve, there is a Sony that I do like a lot, and I don't have it. I have its predecessor. It's the A7R III is the cool one. I do a lot of time-lapse as well, and I don't time-lapse with the GH5. I do time-lapse sometimes with the Red just because the dynamic range is so awesome. But for like longer or dimmer late night or astrophotography type of time-lapse, the A7R III has beautiful dynamic range for a mirrorless. It is pricey. It's $3,000. I don't know what that would be in South Africa, but it's $3,000 plus lenses. But the 3 is so much better than the 2, and I love the 2. So it's something to consider as well. But the GH5, ooh, GH5 is cheap right now. It's like $1,600. Ooh, Bertram. Oh, look at this. Just finishing up his video for week 7 is by far the most storytelling video I have done so far. Well, that tickles. That makes me happy. We'll just say it that way. That's what we're trying to get towards, and we're about to start throwing the challenges so that we're making you create stories as well. M50 Canon, got it. Okay, yeah. It's got great autofocus, that's for sure. I switched from Canon to Sony. I had the 5D Mark III, and I love that camera. And then I went from that to Sony. And I honestly did it because for time-lapse, the Sony just, for still pictures, the Sony just looks so much better to me, in my eyes. Canon still has the best image, video, and even still for skin tones. If you're doing portrait work, Canon just kills it with portrait work. It's beautiful. Simon says the A7R III is amazing. Yes, he has one. I've seen it. It is amazing. Another friend of mine, he has one. He's the one that keeps pushing me towards one, and he's right to do so because it is so much better than the A7R II. The A7R II right now, the street value on it is so low. I'm like, well, I'll just keep it. I love Googa him and how to barbecue. Okay, yeah, everybody loves food. Hate YouTube, but I love, yeah, okay. A7 III reviews look great. So there's a difference between the A7R III and the A7 III. Tyler, who hopefully, I don't know if he's still on here, Tyler has the A7 III. It's a great camera. I played with it back around Christmas time. It is kind of a between the A7S and the A7R. It is right there in the middle, and it's a great camera for the money. But I believe it's $2,000, and the GH5 is $1,600. So at that point, I have to go, I don't know. Are you looking for video, or are you looking for photos? Try having I don't know how to B-R-A-A-I, Bray. How would I pronounce that? What is that? Tell me what that is. Picking up an A7 III soon. Really, Simon? Why? Oh, yeah. The A7 III is better than the A7S II. However, the A7S II has better low light. The A7 III is, like I said, it's kind of in between. Yep, there's Tyler. Tyler loves his A7 III. And you went from what to the A7 III? Was it the A7S I think you had? And honestly, Genevieve, if you want to see what the A7 III can do, go to Tyler Gurrell's YouTube page, subscribe because he's a friend, but look at his vlogs. He does a really beautiful job of capturing the environments he's in. But the last, I think, year, last 6 months, he's had the A7 III. So that's probably 2 videos, right, Tyler? Braai is what we call barbecue in South Africa. Okay, what is it? Is it beef? Is it chicken? Is it pork? Which one is it? False. I had a cleaner 10K ISO in Burkina with the A7 III. Interesting. Interesting. I will tell you, I had the A7S and I had the A7S II, and I sold both of them. I didn't like them. I didn't like the video out of it. I didn't like the noise. And for the Milky Way stuff, like the time-lapse at night, I did not like what it did to the stars. They're called star eaters, where basically it's a noise reduction algorithm that's in the camera, and it would look at stars and go, oh, that's a dead pixel. Let me erase that. So it was erasing stars. The A7R II with the new firmware, and then the R3 with its firmware does not eat stars. The A7S they kind of fixed a little bit, but still had some problems. So I don't doubt that you got better at 10,000 with the A7 III. Bertram still rolling with the GH5S, which the GH5S has the better sensor than the GH5 and the low light. It just does not have the it doesn't have the in-body stabilization as the GH5. So it's kind of back and forth. Hasn't uploaded much at all in the last year or so. I did a side-by-side test, and that's the only time the A7S2 came out. They changed the emergency backup. Yeah? Okay. All right. No. Relight. Keep it going. Keep those questions coming. Keep those comments coming. I love talking with everybody. We're so international today. It's great. I love it. Let's see here. Where's my... Carmody, are you still there? Do y'all do cigars in Turkey? Or is it just the cigarettes and hookah, right? I think hookah is a big thing in Turkey. I've never been to Turkey. It actually looks like a really cool place to go see. Lots of history there. I love history. I love, I guess... archaeology. I love old things like pyramids, and that's Egypt, but I mean, like also the pyramids down in like Mexico. That kind of stuff is just cool because you realize that people way back, they made amazing amounts of progress with just what they had. I love that stuff. So Richard is asking, do I have the expander? Yes. That's the IO expander right there. Pull that off. This has got the wooden camera battery module. I'm borrowing this at the moment while I save up my cash for the correct one because I like the really compact and small. But this is the IO expander right here. Of course, I got my blue shape battery on there because I love blue shape. Love blue shape. Blue shape is worth every penny. Every penny. I mean, this sucker has been through, I can't even begin to tell you all the things that it's been through, but it's solid. Let's see here. Turn it a bit. Did you see it? Let's see here. Everything you can cook on fire. Well, okay. I can respect that. I love corn. Roasted corn, oh man. Roasted corn is one of my favorites. Corn, wrap it in aluminum foil with a pat or two of butter on it, and then a light dusting of cayenne, and then seal it up, put it on, straight on campfire is great too, but put it on the grill and roasted corn after like 15, 20 minutes. Oh, I love corn. It's my favorite. Do you have any old red stuff? Like what? The only thing I have from the DSMC-1 is I have some of the little Red Volt batteries and chargers. I think I sold off everything else. Yeah, I did. So what, Genevieve, what is South African, like what is, if you went and said, you go eat here for this braai and you want to eat it here, what is it? What would it be? Would it be this beef or ribs or pork, or what would be the thing that South Africa can make that no one else can make? I love food, as you can tell. You can come here whenever you want. Be my guest. Yep, there's many historical. Yeah, Come on, I've seen so many like tourism videos from there. It is a cool place. A lot of people there. Richard, yes, the ones that go on the side handle. Let me grab one. I'll just grab it because I got to grab a beer anyway. I'm just using it as an excuse to walk around with wireless mics. Because that's how we do it here on Imagination Creation Films. We walk around the house with wireless mics. We like to do that. Here is, this the Red Volt. It's the small guy. And it goes in the side handle, or you can put them on the back if you have that module. And I have two of these that are good. I have 6 of them that are questionable. And I have 2 chargers. If you want them, let me know. I'll make you a hell of a deal. You should save them for me when I have money. I didn't know you had this. You had the side grip? Yeah, I'll make you a deal. And I'll send you the other ones because the other ones can be rejuvenated. The problem is they go into a state if they self-discharge, and if you don't keep them charged, they'll go into a state where the LEDs, so like this, let's see if we can see it right here, overhead. So you see the 3 LED, well, could see it. 3 LEDs are on. When they go into the state, they have 1 LED on either side. You can actually rejuvenate those and bring them back to life if you put them in your red and deplete them all the way down and then charge them back up. They will come back to life. They may or may not, but chances are they probably will. But I have like 6 that are in that state, and then I have 2 that are perfectly fine. These are actually only about 1.5 years old, and then I have 2 chargers. So, Tyler, have a great weekend. Tyler, thanks for dropping by. Jamie, can I have your old red? I don't have it. I'm sorry. Let's see here. Kamadi said, I use cigarettes, not cigar. Drink vodka or Turkish Rocky with fish. What is Rocky? Tell me what that is. I've not heard of this. Yeah, I've always seen Turkish people with cigarettes, and then I see like hookah every now and then, but I never see them with cigars, and I have to wonder why. I mean, you guys, I'm generalizing here, but I mean, you guys smoke like the filterless like cigarettes, right? So I mean, you're basically smoking cigars. They're just smaller, right? Let's see here. Bye, Scotty McScotterson. Bye, Simon. Bye, 6'6". You asked first. Who else asked? Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, Jamie. Richard asked, but I don't have it. But Jamie, check it out, buddy. Check it out. Let's go shoot something. Come on, man. Let's go shoot something. Come on. Come on. You know you want to. You know you want to. Can I be in your squad? I saw you have like a whole YouTube squad now. Jamie just keeps tearing it up out there on YouTube. He's got like 27,000 subscribers now. Scott's got like 1,500. Well, okay, Genevieve. Pap, livers, mopane worms, rashes, cream beef Paji, I don't know, chicken wings, sausage fill, wow. I'm gonna have to look all these. I'm gonna go back and review this video later when it goes back up and look all those up. Livers, I'm not a fan of. I can tell you that. I have tried over the years to enjoy livers, and I've never enjoyed livers. I just can't do that. I don't know what mopane worms are. I kind of feel like they're probably not worms, but they just have that name. Jamie, let's shoot it. Jamie, you tell me a lot of things too. So good. Man, we have so many people on here. I love this. I miss doing these Fridays. So now that I got like a bunch, what, did everybody just leave at the same time? Now that I got a bunch of you on, I was saying early on the this live stream that Fridays are going to be really, really difficult for the next 8 weeks for me to live stream. So my options are this. I can do this live stream on Thursday, about the same time or so. I mean, y'all tell me what time y'all like. Or I can do the live stream on Friday, but it'll be probably from my phone in my van at a remote location for the next 8 weeks. So y'all tell me what you want. I'm here. If you move to Texas, you're going to be barbecuing a lot with me, Richard. Are you going to move to Texas? A lot of Florida people move to Texas. They get to Florida, they're like, Florida's pretty cool. Then they go to Texas, they're like, Texas is really cool. Well, CineDrive, when it's fixed, what broke on your CineDrive? That's not cool. Nope. Maybe elders. I use Davidoff, but smoke cigar maybe once. Wow, dude, cigar's awesome. All right. So I gotta figure out when, but sometime I'm gonna come to Turkey, and we'll smoke cigars. Yes, worms. I don't know what a Nando's is. Nando's? I'm assuming that's a store. I don't have that. Now you have over 1,500. You've changed. How have I changed, Jamie? Honestly, I'm exactly the same person that I've always been. And you know why? Because I didn't change for you. That was a cool smoke ring. Oh, I wish I'd have caught that. It was ringing. It was going straight up for the camera. I have never changed my personality for YouTube. I have always been the same. I've always done. And I think it's my opinion that that's why my YouTube channel grows so slowly. Is that I don't cater to YouTube. I cater to me because it's easy to be me for me because I'm me. But if I'm somebody else, then I have to remember to be somebody else, and it's fake. I don't want to be fake. I'm a real person. This is me all the time. All the time. Ask anybody. They'll tell you. Simon will tell you. Bill will tell you. Tyler will tell you. Jamie will tell you. Who else is on here that I've met in person? Many people. I don't know about those worms, Genevieve. I don't know about those worms. Florida is best. Yes, it is. Keeps spinning, loses position. Yeah, it's a weird state. Became a YouTube partner and forgot where he came from. I've been a YouTube partner before so I was a YouTube. So like right now, I don't know what the number is. I think I have like 250,000 views. Before I started the cinematography on YouTube, I had 250,000 views. I had so many views on YouTube. I've been on YouTube since 2006, but I deleted all that old stuff, minus the 2 videos. I didn't like it, mostly because I used copyrighted music and I just didn't think it was right. And so I changed my ways. Jamie caters to the children, right? You mean the YouTube children, yes. Rocky? Which was it? Rocky? It's probably Rocky. Fantastic drink. I think it came from ancient Greek. You must try, but be careful. You can't quit. What is it? What kind of a drink is it? Is it like a hard liquor, or is it a liqueur? Is it a beer? Is it a wine? What's it made from? Nando's is a restaurant. Started in South Africa and went viral around the world. Really? I've not heard of that here. The focus iris zoom. Oh. Richard, okay. Focus iris zoom. Oh, so the little motor? You're spouting off all this stuff that I don't know about. I could Google it, but I don't want to because that is what I think is missing in this world. I think we need more of this, more communication direct, more I think, have you ever looked on like Facebook or anything like that? You read a comment or something and you read it completely different than the person actually intended. They were saying it, oh yeah, I guess, do you want to hang out? When you read it as, oh, I guess you want to hang out. I mean, it's this kind of interaction is missing in the world, and I think it allows people to have short tempers. They throw their keys down. They're like, I'm done. Whereas this, I mean, it's less. I mean, I can be the person on camera and be verbal and communicate that way. But you guys are in the chat, and you're able to clarify. We can chat. I'd rather hear from you, or from Kamadi or Genevieve on what this actually is, rather than look it up. Because I'd rather have the human interaction. I love the human interaction. Jason H., how are you, buddy? How's England? How they produce it? It's mostly grape, and they make it aromatic. Interesting. Rocky. I will look into that. Am I near? I'm actually in Texas. So I go to LA quite a bit. I go all over the U.S. and Canada now. I'm based out of Austin, Texas. So I'm right in the middle of the U.S. Why are we talking about Rocky? Because Carmody was telling me about Rocky and says that once you drink it, you can't stop. So, Jason, you seem to know about Rocky. Is it as good as Carmody is saying? I'm here. We don't need to hear from anybody else. So, Jason, I noticed you are off your plug-in kick. You're not animating all your GIFs anymore. Yeah. So let's see. It's about 11 o'clock in England. Oh, Genevieve, you are staying up late tonight, but it's Saturday, right? Yeah, you're in Saturday now. Kids are asleep, husband's asleep, right? And you're just kind of hanging out. Yeah, that's cool. Do you have any kind of beverage that you're consuming at the moment? I feel like Scott's time, everyone needs to enjoy something while they enjoy my live stream. If you're enjoying it. If you're not enjoying it, I feel like you should dislike something while you watch Scott's live stream. I'm so excited for this. Man, it's finally leveled out. Yeah, this VHS camcorder has this. Oh, you haven't seen it, Jason. Check this out, man. VHS webcam on the YouTubes. Yeah, it has a warm-up issue. It takes about an hour for it to level out because it'll like flicker. It's really bad. But yeah. Here, Rocky is a good drink. See, there you go. You got another. I remember being offered it by everyone in Crete. My company representative of a California company is in here. It is Song Trader. I researched how I can send, but you can speak first Trump because the drink transfer is forbidden. Just sit down and chat, then suddenly warm, have some ridiculously powerful shot. Interesting. VHS camcorder is awesome. Yep. I think, I don't know, but I think I'm the very first person to have a red on VHS. Oh, Jason, you're yelling so much. Ooh, Genevieve, you're having a whiskey at the moment, but would love to have a cigarette. What whiskey are you enjoying, Genevieve? I have slowly, through a couple of friends of mine are helping me get through Scotch. I've actually been enjoying it now. I never was a Scotch drinker. I couldn't do it. I don't like sipping I don't like sipping hard drinks. It's hard for me. I'm also a gulper, which is bad. But I've forced myself into a cigar and one or two glasses of Scotch at night, just to kind of mellow and chill. And I'm really enjoying that. And then I was out with my friend Jared in California, and we were we had we had a few scotches that night. It was wild. All right, just for you. Check out the chroma on that. Woo! Woo! Look at that. Man, that looks so good. You can see right there. Yeah. Kind of burned in on the sensor. Somebody probably pointed it at the solar. I've actually had this camera for like 8 years. I bought it because I was like, you know what? At some point, I'm going to shoot an entire vlog or an entire video just on VHS, because as I keep telling everybody, cameras don't really matter. And I hate saying that when I have the red out here, because everybody's like, oh, sure, you got a red. But cameras really don't matter. It's whatever camera you have on you. And I want to shoot it with that camera just so I can show you can make a great story with anything. Yeah, let's see. I have a friend from Toronto. If you could go there. Yeah, I'll probably be going to Toronto this fall. So, oh, Richard doesn't like brisket? That's a Texas no-no. You can't move to Texas. Sorry. Or come on, if you went back like about 6 to 8 months on my channel, I had done a tour up through Canada in my van, where I was just filmmaking and shooting a lot of stock footage and just kind of trying to tell some stories. I'm planning on doing the Middle America and East. And so Simon, who was on here, he's left. He's a buddy up in New York, and we're going to do the East Coast. He's going to join me for like a couple of weeks, and we're going to go up to Toronto and then kind of follow the leaves all the way down from Maine all the way down. And that's going to be a long trip. I like doing these 5-week trips, and then I'll end up down there with Richard, and then Richard can make me some big green egg, not brisket. Let's see here. Do barbecue places even sell pork butt there? Yeah, we do. Yeah, I don't like pulled pork either. So we. Texas is, when it comes to barbecue, it's brisket first, and then everything else. And we do everything. My favorite is smoked turkey. I just love smoked turkey. Pork ribs. I love smoked pork ribs. Beef ribs. I'm not a huge fan of beef ribs. I just don't like all the extra bones. I don't know how that works, but they have them. They do beef ribs. They do chicken. They do pulled pork. They do, I mean, just all kinds. I'll tell you what's also really good that I've had, smoked prime rib. Oh, it's so good. I did that back in December. It was so good. So good. Jason likes VHS. All right, so you get a little VHS. I've been told my brisket is the best. Multiple people have told me ever had, but you don't like. Love smoked turkey. So Richard, tell me how you prepare your brisket, and then I'll tell you how Texans do it. I don't know what works, but they leave them. Yeah, I smiled that prime rib. Yeah, smoked. It was really good. I mean, when you take the best cut of meat and then you turn around and smoke it, yeah, it's gonna be a winner. Texas is pretty. Oh, you tried, Richard? Didn't you try my pork ribs with Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning? I thought you did, didn't you? That should have come out really good. Now I want food. Really want some food. I hate how YouTube. It says there's almost no one watching, but I mean you're all chatting, so clearly you're watching. YouTube just doesn't understand. It doesn't get me. Whoa. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Karmati is from Istanbul. Okay, I'll follow your Toronto trip. You send me. I promise. Perfect. I used a bit too much wood, and the ends were a bit too smoky. See that as I got older, I've got like acid reflux, which I can't do the char. I can't do so much smoke on my barbecue or my brisket. And I found that you only need to have a smoke ring on your brisket or your pork or whatever, and then I wrap it in aluminum foil and I let it sit on there and cook slow. And I found that it is really good and it doesn't upset my stomach later. Kamadi, great. Thank you for joining and thanks for being a part, and look forward to many conversations. Have a great weekend to yourself. You're already in the weekend over there. It's cool. Jason, don't stir stuff up now. That's not what we do on this channel. I've told you many, many times. We don't stir up anything. We are about filmmaking and general conversation. And apparently barbecue today. We're talking about barbecue. So Jason, how are you doing? I haven't talked to you in a while. The ribs were good, but I've been trying to get the perfect sweet rib recipe. See, we don't do sweet. That's kind of a Georgia, kind of an East Coast, South Carolina thing. We don't do sweet at all while making it keto. I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming it means bye. I'm not stirring anything up. I was nice. Sorry, went offline quick. Absolutely, yes. Love the drum. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, yep. Very nice. Jason, how come you're not doing the cinematography stuff? I don't see your posts. You should join in. You are one of those who said you can't do video, and I disagree. I think you can. I think you can do it. I think you should be in the cinematography group and contribute and post every week like we all do. I think you should do it. Genevieve thinks you should do it. Richard thinks you should do it. Richard should join the group. Richard should just go get a new Facebook so Richard can join the group. Richard. I was interested. It means thank you. Cool. He has loads of stuff about Old Testament nonsense. Oh, interesting. I like to get to know people for who they present. Creates unique storytelling in every film I edit. Yep, indeed, it does. It does. Yeah, it's going to be interesting when we start pushing the envelope on the SP50. And I'm gonna put a post out there. And Genevieve, I encourage you to reply. Want to know how we're doing on there. So as presenters, because Bill and I are just, as you can tell, constantly busy, and it's really hard for us to get on any kind of schedule. It becomes extremely difficult for us to do that. And we want to make sure that we're producing enough guidance along the way, both before and after, that everybody's getting something from it as well. And somebody had reached out to me and just commented that we should spend a little more time explaining more about the process in each of these. And I don't disagree with that. I've been trying to keep the videos really short, but I mean, I can go in a little more in depth if everybody would like. I can do that. I'll put that out there and y'all comment. Man, it was, gosh, what are we having for dinner tonight? Because I only want it. Nope. Genevieve is happily a family person. Don't hit on people, Jason. Stop it. Man, I need boom equipment. I'm so behind the ball. You'll get there, Richard. Just slow and steady to the finish line. That's how you win. That's how he wins. That's how I win. I've been doing this for 30 years. I had that post the other day where I had the red and the Super VHS side by side, and that's my filmmaking career. And yeah, other people in like 5 years have done more than I have, but I've been taking it very slow and steady, very methodical, trying to, just get it right. And I mean, it wasn't until last August that I'm full time doing this. So, I mean, it takes time, and it takes effort. We're going back to the GH5. I just that's really rough to look at the VHS for too long. There's going to be so many people that tune in. They're going to be like, "What is this? What kind of nonsense is this?" And I'll laugh, and you'll laugh, and he's going to borrow me one day, and I wish he never helped me with my G7. Yeah, right. Jason's such a happy guy. Well, some of the time. Whenever he has his G7 and he's wandering around Europe, he's a happy guy. You don't wish that, Jason. You take it back. You take it back right now. Or I'm just going to sit here and play with this and make annoying sounds, which will pick up on my microphone. All right. Well, it has been, oh wow, almost 2 hours. Almost 6 o'clock here. Genevieve, you are staying up late. You got your whiskey going. You never told me which whiskey it was, but we'll get to that on another live stream. Anybody have any other questions before I go? Because I don't want to stretch this too terribly long. I just feel like at that point I might be enjoying in too many beers, and who knows what I'll say. Who knows? New project is coming on. He doesn't look like much right now, but Nave will be joining us soon. And I think a friend of mine has convinced me to take him to NAB. So it will be interesting to see how that. I need to write some comedy skits. I have a friend that is so crazy and fast with ideas. I think you would love him. I love everybody. I'm a non-hater. I love everybody. If you're breathing, I got love for you. Oh, thanks, Jason. Thanks so much. I appreciate you, buddy. You need to join the SB50 Cinematography Challenge. You really do, Jason, because I want to turn you into a filmmaker. I don't want you just animating your photos. I want you making films because I know you got the eye for it. I know it. You know it, too. Jimmy has been great. We'll give you some thoughts on the group. Yeah, you don't have to DM me. Go ahead and be public. I mean, if it's something, I mean, if you want to slam me, fine. You can just DM me that way. You don't have to hurt my feelings public. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to post it out there, and please just leave frank and forthright comments because we need it. We need to understand because this is the first for us too. So we're growing this thing with you guys. So yeah. So if no one has any other questions or comments, I will sign off for the evening. I hope all of you have such a magical and wonderful weekend, and we'll be doing this again. So as I always like to leave it, don't let your passions center around your life. Let your life center around your passions. And now I just drink beer for 20 seconds. Jason, get Facebook. Just sign up. You don't have to be you. You can be somebody else. You can get Facebook. You can do it. Just sign up. Just sign up. Just say you're Jason H. Who's going to know? Like 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye, everybody.